Hello and welcome back to week 3 of Apex Legends Winner Split presented by XP League. I am your host, Cody or Code Red, and I'm excited to cover this event again for you guys and dive into the action real soon. Just to clarify before we get started, we'll be covering the gold matches today for any of you supporting those players. And just a few teams that we should be looking out for today. Franklin, Phoenix, and Gnome Darts, two of our dominant teams that we've seen in the past few weeks. Hopefully we can cover that action and see how the games play out this week along with those players. So we start off with our first match as some teams drop into the map. We're going to be playing Storm Point today. Switching up the maps every week, keeping it pretty spicy for you guys and letting these players see how they can really adapt to these maps, adapt to these different situations. And we'll be covering all that action for you today. We'll see Launchpad, actually one of those hot locations. We'll see if any teams start to go there. Yeah, it seems like the team we're actually covering right now, Agate Moth, Black Belt, and Triangle on the Triangle Shogun squad are going to be hitting this hot drop straight away. A few teams also going down to this barometer location as well. See how these teams can really adapt to this new map, this new meta. We'll see Zone Pineapple's pretty central here. We'll move over to this Troy Evo Eagle squad as they are contested by another team pretty close by, being this Omaha Inferno, or INF. Seems like Quickster sending out some ping straight away, giving that information to his teammates. He's got that Rampage in hand, just trying to find a little bit more loot before they get engaged too much here. J-Man, maybe looking for some shots on these enemies, looking for that early chip damage, give them the edge in the fight. See how this plays out here. Target over there. These players really playing patient here, not taking too many shots. Doesn't really know if the players are aware of the location, but there you go. You see J-Man putting out some shots down range with that Spitfire. Switching out for a Peacekeeper as well. Got the shotgun for close range. He's really got a great setup to start off here, and we'll see what he can do with it. Overjoyed also going to be taking some shots here. Not able to land him straight away, but that Sentinel, it's going to hit hard if he connects. Nothing much to find, just pressuring that team off their location. J-Man doing the same thing here. Going to maybe toss a nade out here. Just looking for a little bit of damage onto this squad. Force them out of this location. Force them away so they can capitalize on this loot. Just finding a few tags there, but nothing much more than that. They've done their job, Omaha, forcing that team out of that location and claiming it for themselves. We will see another fight actually going down here. The Mustangs alive. Only one player, Lumi, is going to be left all on him with the Peacekeeper, but he goes down. And that's Water Contain with 5 eliminations to his name. We missed the action earlier, but he's been doing bits on this Cincy Black team. So much damage, so many eliminations, and he's really coming into his own in this match thus far. Maybe another fight actually going down here. We'll see some teams maybe laying down some shots here. Triangle Shogun and this Omaha team, both looking for some damage here. Both looking to capitalize maybe on some of these eliminations. And we'll see what they can do here. Looking to just take their time here. I don't really think either of these teams are opting to fight too much, but you'll see that zipline come down in Omaha. They want to get out of here quickly, but Overjoyed, he's taken down. He's absolutely ripped, and they're going to go back for him. Quickster doesn't want to leave his teammate here. He's going to get that res off, but is it going to be in time? Agate moving in quickly, trying to find this damage. Quickster not able to find that, but Quickster going down as well, and finishing moves coming out. And only one player left. J-Man all left on his own, but he seemed to have rotated out here. He seemed to have kept his team alive, but neither of his players' banners in hand, and we'll see what he can do the rest of this match. Being a solo against trios isn't that opportune, but we'll see what he can do here. Looks like another fight maybe going down here for Franklin Phoenix, and Noah, he's gonna hop in, he's looking for some damage, and he's gonna find a cracked shield. His teammates also looking for that damage, finding that shot's Misty. Quad, finding those eliminations. And it's left on to Vivid and Zero. Vivid trying to create a path for his team to get out here. Zero also rotating out. They know this is a tough squad. Bearded Dragons, they don't want to give up any more of these eliminations to that Franklin Phoenix squad. We talked about them in the beginning of the match, and they've been living up to their name. Quad finds that elimination. They're going to look to push forward here. Noah doing some damage as well. Bangalore, the only one left on the enemy squad, trying just to survive here. Zero just a little bit longer, lays down some smoke, but it's not going to be enough, and he's eliminated. That is Franklin Phoenix capitalizing on some kills there at the start of the match. We've seen so many of these matches start out with these eliminations from this team, and they just continue to dominate. They continue to lay waste to their enemies. And we'll see them continue on this match with some good loot here at the start. You see that R99 decked out, a gold scope and a gold mag as well. More ammo, and I think that is heat. I think it's thermal vision on it as well. This could be useful in a lot of scenarios, especially with those smokes like Bangalore laid down. But let's roll over to our Gnome Dart squad as they rotate into some teams here. They spot out some enemies, and let's see if they get aggressive here. But they've known to be pretty aggressive as a squad thus far. Maybe waiting for their third teammate to come in and take this push. Sandbeam, he has that sniper off in the distance, but his teammates are just going to run in. His teammates are looking for these eliminations, and they're going to find them. Troy Evil, J-Man around this location. I think that was a solo the Gnome Darts were just able to find and pick off. Not too many of his teammates maybe left here. I don't think he was a part of the Evo squad, but definitely separated from his teammates overall. So we'll move over to our Franklin Phoenix squad again here as they maybe find some damage onto this No Mower squad. Some smoke going down. They're going to reposition here. But Saberific, or Saberific, I promise, or I'll try to get it right at some point. But Saberific going down there, and Prince Sloth, Air Demolition, 2 left on this squad. And Franklin Phoenix looking to find these eliminations, looking to finish off this fight quickly. We'll see Quad finding some damage there, trying to just find this last little bit. These players try to get off here. Prince Sloth brought in pretty low. He's trying to rotate out of this position, but I don't think he's going to be able to. He's brought in low. He's 1 HP, and he's taken down. Air Demolition, the last one alive. And he might be able to escape this one, but his 2 teammates going down before they could. And Franklin Phoenix with another couple eliminations. We'll see that ultimate come out from Air Demolition, and he's going to be able to find a little bit of damage with it, but now just trying to survive a little bit longer, just trying to hide away in this building, and we'll see if Franklin Phoenix actually find him. It doesn't look like they're going to aggress too much more. They found those first 2, and it doesn't seem like they need too much pressure. But let's take a look over at this Hanover Horde that just found an elimination. Slug Life, Booger. Some good shots coming out there with the 30-30. And they're going to find an elimination of their own. Just a duo here, but they're making it work. They're finding those eliminations, and they're picking those players off one by one. But it seems like this Triangle Shogun squad might rotate straight into Hanover Horde and catch them off guard. I don't think they're aware of it just yet, but they did close that door. They will hear it pop open. And if they can react quick enough, maybe find these 2 players before their third one catches up.
Just waiting to be stepped on. Any takers?
You'll see Zone pulling over towards the mill with Cincy Orange already controlling it. I don't think they're aware of it just yet. They don't have that beacon, or they haven't looked at the beacon yet to get that information, but they are in center of zone, and we'll see what they can do here to control that or play off of it. Not too many fights going down, but you will see some of these teams rotating pretty late in. Slug Life, actually, he might run into somebody here. Looking for some damage, looking for some shots, maybe finding a crack there, I'm not sure. Yes, they do. Looking for some more. Booger, some nice shots downrange with that triple take, and they're going to move in on this squad. They want these eliminations, even as a duo. They're going to try and find them. And it looks like Random TXC and Mr. Me are the 2 they are looking at. Cincy Black down to a duo with Water Contained going down early on. And we'll see if they can survive a little bit longer here. That Hemlock, that Mastiff to work with. And that Peacekeeper and Nemesis. They will get this respawn in, but that's going to notify the other team around them that they are lower on teammates at a man disadvantage at this point, and that teammate's going to have to find some loot. So we'll see if he can do so. But maybe a fight going down here for Franklin Phoenix as they look to put some pressure onto Cincy Orange, but Cincy Orange not going to back down too quickly. They're also looking for this fight. A strong squad indeed, and they're going to try to play off this building, but JS Legend going down. Sly Fox trying to find damage, but he's also brought in low. Golden Striker, the only one with a lot of health remaining, and Sly Fox maybe putting down some smokes, maybe looking for this res onto their teammate. Noah Quad also down, and Misty, it's going to be left onto him. He finds some damage, maybe rushing in for the kill here. He's got the R99 in hand, and he has the scope to work with. He finds the break, but he needs a little bit more damage to do it, but he's right down to half HP. He has to battle it out in this building, and he's not going to be able to do so. Franklin Phoenix going down, and Cincy Orange finding those eliminations and just barely surviving that fight. Golden Striker able to get up JS Legend, and together they're able to take down the remaining players in that Franklin Phoenix squad. A great job from Golden Striker to recognize that he had that time to get up JS Legend and give them that player advantage. And they take out one of the stronger squads in this arena. Some more fights going down on the edge of zone here. We will see Gnome Ants maybe looking for a play of their own. And Yoking and the Evo Eagle squad just sitting under this building, but they have to rotate in from zones that are pushed out in front, and we'll see if Gnome Ants can capitalize on this. They're looking for that damage, and they're able to find that shield crack. Arkham doing a ton of damage, but Gaka going down to Arkham. He's low as well. He needs to survive a little bit longer here. Scribbles, the most health on the squad now, and Arkham goes down all onto Scribbles now. He's got to survive here. Both of his teammates down in this fight. He's got the car, he's got the Hemlock to work with, and he's just trying to survive. We'll see if some player drops on that loot box, gets a little bit greedy here. Maybe he can take advantage of that or res his teammate even. I'm not sure if they know where he is just yet. Maybe taking some fights on the other side of zone. Yes, they are. Cincy Black, I think they found those eliminations on the enemy squad, and I don't think they recognize that the Gnome Ants are that close to them. That Phoenix is gonna go off for Gaka. He's gonna be brought back into this fight. And even with Arkham going down, they are able to survive this. They are able to get away from the situation. But as I say that, some damage coming into Scribbles there, and Random Tex is gonna find those shots onto Gaka, and he goes down. Scribbles left in a tricky switch situation here. He's gonna have to rotate out. He's able to do so, but how long can he survive as a solo? Nobody remaining on his squad but himself, and Cincy Black, they're gonna rotate in here as well. Smoke's going down, giving them some cover. And they're also gonna use this zip line to get into zone. Gonna use this balloon to rotate into the same building that Scribbles just rotated into. And Scribbles, he's aware of it, but is he gonna do anything against this three-player squad as he's stuck up on the top of this building? He's just trying to survive here, so I don't know if they recognize that he's here just yet, but he will have to try and stay in this position as he rotates the zone, not create too much noise up here. And the Gnome Ants, the only hope left on the squad here. And he's spotted out. He's going to be shot at from some other squads, but if he drops into this building, he's going to be caught out as well. And Scribbles, shield is cracked. Shield battery being popped. And he's just going to play around his utility here. The medkit as well. And I think he's going to be able to survive for now. But as we take a look at Hanover Horde, we'll see if they're doing as well as Scribbles. A little bit better. Both teammates still alive here, and some smokes being laid down as well. Some cover being given to them, but a squad just as close, and that's Gnome Darts trying to find this damage. And they're going to have to rotate off a little bit from that Bangalore ultimate there. Some damage coming out, some concussion indeed, and a good use of it by Hanover Horde. They're coming in for these eliminations. They find one Slug Light going down though himself, and all left on the Booger. He's trying to find this damage. He's trying to find these eliminations maybe and survive a little bit longer, but not able to do so. And Gnome Dart's still in a tricky situation as Cincy Black comes in. They're trying to fish off this Gnome Dart squad, and they looks like they're gonna be able to do so. A lot of damage coming out, some shield cracks as well, and Water Contain finding those eliminations. The kill here with 10 himself, and Cincy Black capitalizing on that third party. A Gate Moth, he has that Kraber in hand as well, and we'll see what he can do with it here. Some big damage, some big shots to be found. Dropping over some shield batteries, but a player close on him finds a great shot there. Pulls out the ultimate and finds some lore cracks as well. A Gate Moth popping off, eliminating the squad on his own, and he finds the res. Triangle Shogun still in this match, and it's Cincy Black versus Triangle Shogun. Cincy Black with the high ground here. I don't know if Shogun squad, if they recognize it just yet. Mark's coming out from Mr. Me, and he's going to look for some damage. Water Contain also going in here. They're going to look for some shots. Mr. Me finding the flank there as well, just trying to survive a little bit longer with that reload. Damage coming down, and it's going to be Cincy Black, your match 1 champions. A lot of third parties there, some great shots from them as well to come in and to find those eliminations before the squads could react. And it's Water Contain, Mr. Me, and Ramadan TXT, your Apex champions of match 1. An action-packed match for you all. And it ends in a fury of fights. And we'll take a look at our match summary here. Cincy Black, 18 eliminations, dominant in this match. With that Bangalore, Horizon, and Mirage combo. And Triangle Shogun, they come in second. Not too shabby, 4 eliminations to their name. And Cincy Black in third. Gnome Darts, 4th. Hanover Horde in 5th. And that wraps up our match 1. Match 2, back in a bit. And we are back with match 2 of the winner split week 3 presented by XP League. And what a match 1 was with Cincy Black and why can't I remember the other name? Cincy Black and the Triangle Shogun squad going head to head there in the finals, and Cincy Black just able to come out on top with those eliminations and damage. But we'll see how this next match plays out, and if Cincy Black can keep that same energy, if Triangle Shogun can also do the same and maybe come up with the win this time as well. But a great match from those first two teams.
Cool, unfiltered, and on someone else's tab. I'm starving. Is anyone else starving? Roger. I'd sell an ovary for some ramen right now.
Alright, and some early action here from this Mustang squad. As Franklin Samurai Spiff, the only one remaining and brought to low HP, this off-spawn fight didn't go their way, and they're going to have to rotate off here. They're going to have to try and survive a little bit longer here. Spiff, the only one remaining, and he's going to be brought down pretty low. Just very low HP here. He's going to be able to get that shield cell off, but I don't know how much longer he can survive in this scenario. But maybe another squad rotating in. It's our first place squad from last match, Cincy Black. Maybe doing what they just did last match, trying to play off those third parties, trying to play off those teams fighting prior to them. And kind of kick them when they're down. Scribbles, he looks to be taking some shots as well here. But let's take a look at our Franklin Phoenix squad here as they line up against this Triangle Shogun here at the start of the match. Mo Noah looking for some damage, able to find the crack. Maybe able to find that elimination, not able to do so. There he is. Gets the knock. Some eliminations going down, and it's all left on to Triangle XP, but he goes down. And Franklin Phoenix. Oh. Oh, we just lost the squad, but that is Triangle Shogun going down early in this match, not having the same luck as they did prior, and an early elimination, an early way out for them. We see Gnome Darts getting a little aggressive here. He has that G7 Scout. That's Mr. Tiger Fox. Laying down some damage. Finds another shield crack here. He's done well to do so. Didn't spot the player rotating to his right, though, and he's got to be wary of it. But ingenious. He's there to take him down. He's going to hop in with the Peacekeeper, with that RE45, and he's going to take him down. Gnome Darts. 2 quick eliminations here. Now looking for the third, and maybe they find it. I think they did. And now a big spread across the map. Teams pretty spread out, and those early eliminations lead to a lot of control on the map for these teams, a lot of area to play with, and a lot of loot to be found. We can see how pivotal those early fights are to win those, to give your team that advantage as you go into late game and to eliminate those players that maybe take away some of that loot or some of that presence in your location.
Yeah, let's go over there. Don't mention it. Let's go there. 조심하자.
Maybe some action over here for the Troy Eagles. Troy Evo Eagles. I'm not sure if they notice those players rotating in, but it seems like Omaha is aware of it, and they're going to rotate out. They're going to play a little bit more passive here and get their loot up a little bit more before taking these engagements, before taking these fights. But they might run in. They might run into this Franklin Phoenix squad quad looks to be the first for the squad to be rotating up towards them, and we'll see if he realizes just how close these players are, just how close these enemies could be. Yeah, he does get that information early on, but did they spot him? I don't think they did. And they're going to rotate in here. A little bit unwary of it. Overjoyed just looking to up his loot a little bit more before they take these squads out.
Level 1.
And now he's going to find that damage. He spots them out. He's got that Valkyrie presence with the utility. And we'll see if Franklin Phoenix, they disengage from this fight. They rotate off. They're not looking to get aggressive here either. They didn't have high ground, and the bad positioning leads them to rotate off here. Reposition to someplace more beneficial for their team, but take a look at this Bearded Dragon squad as they rotate into zone here, and actually, Gnome Darts, they're going to have some pressure here. They're going to find elimination. And a quick fight indeed for Gnome Darts as they find some eliminations there. Maybe just one or two. But some more loot to be found from them. And I think Zero, I think they might do the same thing. They might run into this squad as well. No, they spotted out earlier on, and they're going to be able to rotate past it. We'll see maybe some shots coming out from Quad in this Franklin Phoenix squad on to Omaha. Omaha doesn't seem too concerned about it. They're taking their time. Don't need to worry too much about it. Some util coming out there from Overjoyed to cover him up a little bit, but they're just going to play a little bit patient here. And they will end up rotating out, using that zipline to do so.
We should maneuver that area.
We see Quad, Franklin Phoenix, maybe get aggressive on this team. Seems like Monoa and Quad going to be leading this charge, and they want this fight. They're looking for this fight onto Overjoyed, but again, getting out of this location quickly. They spot out the enemies, and that Valkyrie ult coming in handy. They disengage again, and they're able to survive just for a little bit longer. And we'll see maybe some aggression outside of zone here from Gnome Darts. They want these eliminations. They want this damage on the Bearded Dragons. It looks like Vibe's the only one remaining for his squad. And we'll see what he can do with it here. He's going to rotate out of zone. He's got the banner from his teammate. Actually, no, he doesn't have the banner from his teammate. Apologize. And he's going to rotate out of zone here. Ingenious, he's pretty low on white health, but able to survive, able to make it out, and they'll find some more eliminations out of that. They find one more at least. Again, a lot of these teams playing pretty aggressive. Sometimes the aim of the game is to play a little bit more passive and survive a little bit longer. These placement points, they stack up over time, but if you can eliminate the teams early on and give yourself those placement points, it's a little bit better as well. So we'll see how the squads play with that.
Let's check out that area. Let's check out that area.
Fancy going this way.
Franklin Phoenix line up on this high ground position, maybe finding some damage onto the mowers here. Yeah, they are going to spot some enemies there. They are spotted out, but they have these buildings to play around with. They don't need to rotate too far to zone either. And it looks like this Franklin's Phoenix squad, they're just going to rotate into zone, find some positioning, and better themselves for later on in this match.
Hostile over there. Let's check out over there, mate.
Looks like Gnome Darts are still trying to chase down Vibes, the last remaining member of this Bearded Dragon squad, and he's pretty low on HP. He's looking just to survive a little bit longer. Mr. Tiger Fox trying to line up some shots maybe. Just find this last little bit of damage on him, but Vibes still able to survive just for maybe a little bit longer. Using those bracelets to get away. Again, he's going to be able to do so. We'll see if Gnome Darts and their aggression leads to some misplay on their part as they chase down this last remaining member. It seems like they've given up a little bit. It seems like they're still looking for him, but I don't think it's a viable option for them at this point. They just need to get in zone, reposition. A lot of teams left in this match, and they need to be one of them at the end.
Enemy spotted.
The Mowers. I think they're going to sneak up maybe on this Dart squad as they start crouching around. They start looking at these players. The flatline, the R99 in hand for demolition. Some shield barriers going down, but now they're pushed in from zone now. No, Mowers on the back foot here. They had the surprise advantage, but it's quickly given up as the Gnome Darts spot them out. And Gnome Darts, they're going to look to get aggressive here. Some thermites going down. The G7 scout trying to find some damage, some shield cracks. Enemy team trying just to get to that rocket, trying to boost out of here. And 2 players go down, and Gnome Darts, they're just going to look for the third. They're just going to look for these enemies, look for this damage. As they're able to get that res off, but quickly going down. Saberific taken out. And the Gnome Mowers, they go down. Gnome Darts finding those eliminations, but maybe also getting some more pressure from the top of this building. That's Omaha. A pretty solid position for themselves. A supply drop also coming in as Quickster calls one in. J-Man looking for some of this damage, but will get tagged up himself. They're able to find some upgrades from this supply drop. A new shield for J-Man. And he's going to look to find some damage here. He's going to look to put some shots down range onto this Gnome Dart squad. No scope on that Spitfire, but just trying to find some of those shots. Spray goes a bit wide and Quickster's not able to land them. That 30-30 also being used to find some damage. And both of these teams actually need to rotate into zone here. You'll see it's going to begin to close here. And Overjoyed Omaha, they have that Valkyrie ult to rotate in, and they're going to be able to get past this Gnome Dart squad as a result. Some good strategic plays from them, but they might just land directly on the Cincy Orange squad. Ooh, Golden Striker taken down pretty low. Ooh, can't shoot through those shields, but he's also tagged down again. We'll see this Franklin Phoenix squad. I think that's them putting down some damage. Looking for these shots, looking for the damage. You'll see they'll play around this barrier. Misty trying to find those shots, just not able to line them up perfectly, and that's JS Legend. He's able to rotate out here. Repositioning again. And it looks like this Franklin Phoenix team, oh, what a shot there. The 30-30 connects, and a headshot indeed. Another one coming in. Misty. Some great shots coming out from them. You'll see this zone as it closed in.
Let's go over there.
We've seen Minky. He's been surviving as a solo this entire match, just making his way into zone. Pretty cautious here, but he's kept his squad in it, and like I said, those placement points, they build up quickly, so the longer he stays surviving, the better off his team is for it. But maybe some aggression for this Franklin Phoenix team as they roll up here onto Cincy Orange. And Cincy Orange looking to find some more damage. They find one, but JS Legend going down. Sly Fox also going down, and all left on to Golden Striker. He's been in this position before. We'll see if he can survive just a bit longer. Maybe get one of those reses off for his team. As it seems like Franklin Phoenix only have Monoa up. And Cincy Orange able to survive here, just a duo remaining. But I think Hanover Horde wants to capitalize on these kills, wants to capitalize on the damage that have been done, and they're going to do so. Lunar, Slug Life, and Booger all trying to get in here, all trying to find that damage. And Cincy Orange are stuck in a difficult position here. They will boost out of it, but they are going to go out of zone, and this might have been a misplay from them. This might lead to their demise, and it looks like they're going to get shot back in. Golden Striker, though, he's taken out in zone, and the whole squad being eliminated as a result. A misplay there, some miscommunication, and they go down as a result. But again, Irvine Dragons and Minky, he's just surviving here. He might be a solo, but he's got 4th place at least. But Ingenious, he's looking to end him now. He wants him out of this match. He doesn't want him racking up any more placement points, and he's going to try his best to find this elimination, and he will. Ninky finally going down, and Genius the one to lead to his demise, and it's this Hanover Horde squad, Gnome Darts, and Mo Noah left all on his own for Franklin Phoenix. And it looks like Gnome Darts, they're going to control this zone. They might be able to get here sooner than any other squad, but not for free. Mr. Tiger Fox is going to get shot by some of those snipers. And he's going to have to rotate in here. He's going to have to get to zone, but it looks like Hanover Horde, they've recognized there's a solo left in this match as well. And Franklin Phoenix, they might not survive this match much longer. Some damage coming out, but nothing actually leading to Monoa's demise. He's able to survive that just for a bit longer at least. Pops that shield battery, and again, he can survive here. Just playing maybe for the 2nd place. Hanover Horde watching this squad lay down some rain, watching Gnome Darts. Ooh, but some shots going down on it, and Genius, and he goes down. I think that was Slug Life with that elimination, and they're going to get him up quickly, but Gnome Darts, a lot of pressure being put onto them. Hanover Horde just really trying to do as much as they can. Chip as much shield away from this Gnome Darts team before they push in. And it doesn't really look like zone is favoring Hanover Horde, so they're going to have to start to rotate in here. And you'll see maybe a zip line going down, Lunar laying one down, but could this mean a lineup? Could this mean easy damage for this squad? Yes, it does. Gnome Darts finding a shield crack. Rotating back into a separate building. They have a lot of room to play with here. Mr. Tiger Fox making that call. And Hanover Horde, they're stuck here on edge of zone. They're going to have to pull in, but Franklin Phoenix, they have the top of that building to work with, and they're going to do some damage. Gnome Darts. And their squad didn't take down Slug Life. He's going down. Lunar also brought in low. The Phoenix pit is being popped, though, and we'll see what Booger and Lunar have left in them. They get the res as well, so brought back to 3, and Noah, he's just surviving. He's just trying to make these other teams fight and maybe do a little bit of chip damage along the way, and it seems like his plan is working because Booger and Slug Life both being pressured out here. It looks like this Franklin Phoenix team is really just trying to put some more damage down range. And Genius, he wants to get aggressive here. He knows they're stuck in a difficult position here, and he's going to look for some aggression. Ooh, some shots being found just through the cracks, just through the crevices of that little fence over there. And Genius, he's forced to back off here. Gnome Darts, they don't want to extend too much here, but zone has pulled towards them. They have a little bit of advantage here. They have this building to play with as well. And Genius, he knows exactly where they are, but whether he can lay down the damage to do so is the question. And it looks like Sandbean, it looks like he's going to lay down some cover for his teammates and lay down some damage as well. these teams just surviving, just able to make it a little bit longer in this game. As I say that, Sandbean, a lot of damage. Maybe this Gnome Darts team looking to get aggressive here. But again, they don't want to overextend. You can see them playing very patiently, just chipping off damage, taking out one member of the team at a time. And maybe this is their time to get aggressive. One player going down, but Ingenious, he overextends. And that's why they weren't so overextending before they get taken out. Ingenious, he goes down. Mr. Tiger Fox left alone. I'm sorry, Mr. Tiger Fox and Sandbean left alone here, and Slug Life, he's looking to be taught down a lot as well, and they go down, their whole squad going down, and that's Mo Noah. He's capitalized on a second place at least here. We'll see if he can 1v3. It would be a masterclass from him if he could, and I think he found an elimination on one, maybe a cracked shield, and he goes up in the air, but no, all 3 players remaining in Gnome Darts are your champions. But we can't not talk about Mo Noah. He was so sly there, so slick, playing behind everybody's waiting for those third parties and coming in. Even though he doesn't get the win, he's able to get that second place. But Gnome Darts are your match 2 week 3 champions of the winner split. And we'll take a look over at the leaderboard in about a second and just check out how dominant this squad was throughout the match. Another exciting one there. We'll look at the match summary here. 15 eliminations. Like I said, dominant through this match. Gnome Darts winning, coming out with the win there. But Franklin Phoenix in second. You saw Mo Noah actually clutching up second place for his team. 8 eliminations. That's a great game from that team. It might have not seemed like it was action-packed for them, but some strategic plays come out, and Mo Noah really doing a lot for his team, really clutching up for his squad there. And a great match to end on. Thank you guys for joining us for Apex. We're going to move over to Fortnite here in a second, but I appreciate you guys all coming in for the stream, and stay tuned for some Fortnite matches here soon.